I actually have stuff to talk about. I can't believe it. Oh, it's got to come to an end. Hello, gig workers, people who are experiencing the summer slump. And that's a fact. This week sucked. It's only Friday. If I work tomorrow, if I will only go out in the evening tomorrow. Doesn't say anybody's there. Look at this. Michaela, hello. Thanks for joining in. I do have a couple of things to share with you. Guys, it's not a one-way street. It's a two-way street. It's not all about the business. It's also about the drivers. They use us to increase their sales, to boost their revenue. Now, I meant to say this yesterday. This whole week was I just say it, pulling teeth, the heavy rain, traffic lights out, construction, long distances. It's summer. It's July. That's for sure. However, it's still part-time income, but you got to be smarter and you got to work harder, and the payouts are low, and you really have to turn down a lot in the hopes of receiving that decent payout that's not so far. Wow. Well, hello again. Wow. I'm going to update that info this weekend. I did say that. Hello, just me, yo. So, and I mean, it's more of a struggle to earn money. I'm calling it a night. I've said this many times. You got to work in the evening in the heart of summer to earn any significant money. Because in my market, it's just with the air on, there's more people on the road on odder times, less deliveries because it's nice out and people are more laid back. They're not working as much. And I get a lot of late night orders. That's just the way the business is. But when I say it's not a one-way street, it's a two-way street. We help boost sales. I multi-apped the last two pickups, two different apps. Why? Because it made sense, like Team LMDU says. And I watched them today. I caught up. I felt bad. Anyway, anyway. The first, I accept them. They came in at the same time, and I'm sure we've all been in these shoes. They came in at the same time, within seconds of each other. I looked to see the addresses because I'm familiar with my market. It's pretty local. And I said, that should be seamless. I'll go to the first pickup, and on the way to the first drop off, I'll pick up the second pickup on another app. And then after the first drop off, it's already halfway to the second drop off. That's a perk when you know your area. And it only took me a moment to think about it. So I went in to pick up the first order. I waited 5 minutes. That was it. That's and they were busy. Then I went to the second pickup on the way to the first drop off. And they actually gave me an attitude. They're very slow tonight. Now, I noticed the last couple of times I've been there, very slow, but in all my other experiences up till, I say the past few times I've been there, they've been really slow, but it's been summer. And I didn't get orders from them from a little while, at least a month. At least 90% of the time, us drivers wait at this place because their business is so booming. But we never say anything. We choose to wait 20 to 30 minutes on a busy night if the price is right. I know she spoke another language, and I'm going to tell you, it wasn't Spanish, all right? And she looked at the computer. I read her body language. There was nobody in the store. And she talked to the coworker, and I said, is there a problem? Because if there was a problem, You could get someone else to take this order because the payout is not high. I multi-act and I said opportunity to at least earn over $11 and hopefully get a decent tip between both apps. I mean, it's a struggle out there right now. It's summer, but I anticipated that. I mean, I'm used to it. And I said, thank you. And she went, thank you. I know I didn't understand what you said, but I read your body language. You looked at the computer. You're looking at the time. Who the hell do you think you are? Your sales? Well, what about all the times we waited for you? More than half. Hmm. So I was supposed to be here 7 minutes ago. Are you serious? No. And you know why? You know what? Nobody was taking that order because it was kind of far. But when I saw the first drop off was halfway there with the other app, it was a Grubhub, the first drop off, and the second pickup was an Uber. I don't see anybody else here picking up this order because it's not a high payout. So you should be grateful. And the customer, she did reach out and I said, I'm on my way. She was like, great! Exclamation point, smiley face. Okay. She wasn't upset. I pulled up. She wasn't upset at all. So I wasn't that long. You know what I mean? It wasn't like an unbelievable amount of time. Maybe they're not doing their business right. Who knows? Summer's here. They're in a location. They get a lot of foot traffic when schools open and people go back to their regular routine. Okay, now I'm going to read what you say with those glasses. So don't let people push you around. It's a two-way street, not a one-way street. I just got an order. I hope it's ready. Hey, Ivanka, what's going on? Waiting in the worst on a Friday night, Saturday night. You're right, two-way street. Exactly. And I don't complain. I go, I understand you're busy. I'm choosing to do it. I'm doing deliveries right now, slow day today. Oh, absolutely. And put a damper on my day. Okay, we talked about that. And I'm happy you agree with me because I'm like, I know I didn't understand her, but I understood her. And she was the one that said something. She just turned her back on me and walked toward the kitchen. You know, anyway, wasn't digging that. So today I started my day late about 1:30. It was raining all morning. And the moment I got out on the road, it got sunny. So it got slow. But I did like two deliveries. I grabbed a late breakfast. I treated myself. And then I turned it on. I did two deliveries, and on my third delivery, I was waiting at a light. I was making a left going west on Merrick Road, and right in front of my hood, this woman, she had the arrow. She was turning on to Merrick Avenue going south, and this kid came out of nowhere. I mean, I looked up. I'm assuming he came from there because he was facing east, and she hit him, and he went up in the air. It was very scary, and I was like, and she stopped, and everybody stopped, and he was going. There was something not right with him. He was really taken back. He was like, I don't need any help. I'm okay. I'm okay. And he was talking to the woman in the SUV. I'm okay. I'm okay. And he was shaking. I stand up and I open up my door and I'm like, I don't want to touch him. Are you all right? Are you okay? I'm okay. Please don't call anybody. Please. I'm all right. I'm going to go sit down. Please. We're all like, this can't be happening. No, no, no. This kid's not all right. Then he's talking. He keeps talking. He was a little disoriented, obvious, and from what just happened. But I don't think he was quite there either. And now blood starts coming out of his nose and his mouth. So I drive around. I go all the way around. I had to, and I'm watching the kid. I said I can't just leave. I'll go around. And while I was driving around, I could see by the time I got there, they already had him sitting down and the paramedics were already there. She was behind the store. She had to regroup. She had to pull over and she went into the parking lot. Other cars stopped because people stopped to be a witness. And I said, I'm sorry, I didn't. And when all said and done, they got him in the ambulance, and the paramedics were talking him into it. He didn't want to be taken into that ambulance, and they got him in. They calmed him down. He kept saying, I don't need any help. Please, I don't need any help. Please, don't help me. And they got him in there. Something wasn't right with him, but he came out of nowhere. When I looked up, I actually saw the hit. He went up in the air, and we spoke to him. It was scary. So I'm hoping that he's all right. I did give the woman my name and my number because the other lady stayed. So did other people as a witness. The cops were talking to them. I said, do you really need me here? Here's my name and my number just in case. I am in the middle of a delivery. And they were like, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. If we need you, we'll call you. This kid got, she wasn't even going fast, but it was a thump up in the air off his bike on the ground. And they got him up, they got him in the ambulance. Very sad. He didn't want to go in, and they coerced him in. They got him in there. Yeah, I never saw that right in front of my hood. Not even a full car length away from me. Half a car length. That is horrible. Hello, Lower Alabama. So that, I stayed, by the time I went around, I gave 30 minutes of my time. And then the person finally reached out to me. I got back in my car after I gave my name and my number. I left my phone in my car. My car was wide open like everybody else's. We ran up to speak with the police officers. A fire truck came, an ambulance, and they got him in. This kid, he didn't want to be taken care of, and he finally allowed them to because he needed the help. And he kept saying, I'm okay, I'm okay. And they were wrapping him up. And they wanted him in that ambulance. They wanted him to lay down. They wanted to take care of him, you know. My hood, right in front of my hood. Yeah, like it was right in front of my car. And she was making a left-hand turn, and I was parked at the light. And I was doing whatever I was doing, getting like situated, ready to do the delivery. And when I looked up, I saw it up, but I didn't see him ride right in front of her. Like I looked up, and he was already in front. She was going slow, and it hit, and he went up in the air. Very bad. Yeah, you don't forget it. Him, he probably was mentally challenged in some way. Oh, well, yeah, and he didn't want me to touch him. And I was like, okay, okay, you need help. I don't need any help. And the woman, she I could tell she's pulling over. I said, I'm going to go around. And by the time I got around, which took at least 3 minutes, they already had him. They were checking him out and everything, the paramedics. So that happened. And the person that I was delivering to was very understanding when I pulled up, said, I'm really sorry. I just witnessed a hit. I'm not lying. It was right on Merrick Avenue. I was picking up at Chipotle, and I was delivering to Freeport. And they were like, no problem. Hope he's all right. I'm like, yeah. I just couldn't leave. I couldn't do that because it was right in front of my face. And he didn't want to be helped, and they got him in. So then I noticed that my car was making noise again. And I noticed it last night. I said, oh, God, I think my muffler's loose. I'm just going to get a wire hanger. I'm not bringing my car in again. As long as it runs, I'm not going in. I stop at my mom's house because I kind of live there too. And I'm like, Mom, I think it's my muffler. She's very good with cars. She gets on the ground, so I follow her. And we're both looking, and she's looking. And I go, that's what it is, Ma. That's what it is. It was in the middle of my car on the bottom, underneath the cover to the gas tank. It's like a protective gear covering the gas tank, and it was hanging. That's what was making the noise. So we went down the block. She introduced me to a man she goes to. Got really lucky again. I've been really lucky every time I got stuck. Pulled up. He was like, oh, once I get this car where I want to get it, I'll put you in the bay and we'll take a look. Hour and a half later, he calls me up, come pick up your car. He used the cover. He goes, it was hanging, but he put larger washers and he just unscrewed the bolts put larger washers and put the bolts back in. He goes, your cover's fine. It's covered. You need it covered. It's covering the gas tank. So, when all that stuff, you don't think of all those things happening on the road. And there was a lot of construction. People, I guess it's the heat, heart of summer, weird time. Oh, so now I'm going home late, and I'm going to have a drink and something to eat. I don't care if it's late, before I go home to sleep, which will be another 2 hours. Oh, when because I stood back and I just watched and I listened and I spoke to one of the cops, and he was like, so you saw it? I was like, I was parked right where this white car is. Like, there was cars now waiting exactly like I was. And he was like, really? And he goes, well, maybe they want to talk to you. But they were already talking to 2 other people. And when I just walked up and I said, excuse me, she goes, you saw it. You were right there. You're the one I was talking to. She was crying. She was soaking wet. She was white. And she was scared. She felt bad. Of course she felt bad. And I said, well, here's my name and my number. If you need me, you don't need another witness, right? Like right now, the cops were asking people. And they said, no, we're good with this. Thank you for giving her your name and number, And she was shaking. I felt bad for her. And then I went about my business, but things happen. And then now, hours later, I'm like, I'm staying out as long as I can. And it was like pulling teeth. And there's not even any traffic. I said, I'm done. They want me to go so far. They wanted me to go to Amityville. They wanted me to go to Valley Stream. Valley Stream's huge. Like, nah, you have to pay me a lot more than that. They weren't paying enough. Now I'm heading home. And guys, have you ever drank On the Rocks? It comes in a glass bottle. It's already prepared. And the Cosmos are great. It has 20% alcohol, but it's a great mixture. You don't have to mix anything. You just buy the bottle, and everything's included. And I'm like, I need eats and I need a drink. But there was one more thing I wanted to tell you. The accident. Oh, I did tell you the waiting. It's not a one-way street. It's a two-way street. Especially, yes, we're all slow. It doesn't just affect the restaurants. It's also affecting us, the drivers in the field, and how to make a call. These apps have us do multiple pickups all the time. All the time. I made my own multiple pickup while I was multi-apping, and it was seamless. So to even say anything was ridiculous because it was seamless. And I know my market. And it wasn't any trouble at all. They have some nerve. It gets a little out of hand. Beer is only 5%. All beer? That can't be true. There's different alcohol levels of beer, aren't there? Some shrimp and steak dinner. No, you know what? Cold fried chicken cutlets, and I'm gonna have a little blue cheese and hot sauce with it. I went shopping. I ran into a store I really like, and a little pasta side dish, cold food, because I'm not cooking at my place. I have everything disconnected. I'm not cooking. I only use my refrigerator right now, and just a few dishes and a clear container and silverware that's sterile, and I keep everything. I'm really fixing some stuff in my apartment, and that's how it goes. Most beer. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Well, this is 20%. I just put it on a lot of rocks. It's really good. They make a Cosmo. It's called On the Rocks. They also make a Mai Tai. I tried it. It's okay. I tried all their flavors. They had a tequila jalapeno pineapple that I tried on 4th of July with my mom and our neighbor. And he's more of a drinker than me. And I was like, George, do you want to finish this? And I gave it to him. He goes, no, you drink it. I said, it's too much, too strong, George. That was really strong. And we were like, playing house and stuff and doing whatever. We were all hanging around, things you do. And while we were putting out the tables, he told my mom, you tell Michelle that's a strong drink. He goes, I'm already buzzed. And he's a lot more of a professional drinker than I am. And I was like, see, I told you, Ma, it's strong. I'll never get that one again. But they have many other flavors. I said the Mai Tai, the jalapeno, pineapple, Cosmo, and they have some gin ones. And gin's very strong, very strong. You get buzzed off of that too quick. So I suggest the Cosmo if you ever have it. It's a perfect blend. It's smooth, and you put it on a lot of ice. And now I'm only a town away. I just couldn't believe I turned it on to get one more, and I was like, you want me to go to West Hempstead? Oh, fuck it. I'm over it. I'm done. If I really wanted to drive around, I guess I could. Um, I guess that's it. It was all about gig talk today. I was going to do another video today about crypto topic, and it was going to be very short and sweet, and I was going to upload it, but I'll do it tomorrow. Thanks for joining in. If you got to work, I hope you earn a lot of money. And it is slow in my market. It's summertime. It's the heart of summer, and you have to go out at night to earn the money. From my experience the past few weeks, you just have to. So that's that. My opinion are high in alcohol. IPA. Oh, that's a beer, right? I believe so. Well, thanks, guys. I'm going to hang up now. I'm going to hang up. You got a multi-app. It was the only way I was going to earn a few bucks on that last delivery. It's like, did you really think I was going to go all the way to Hempstead for that little bit of money? Oh, come on. And then you give me an attitude when I walk in? And even though I didn't understand her language, I understood her body language. And I knew exactly what she said. And she didn't like that. But that's okay. She'll get over it. Like all of us have to get over it all the time. Guys, I'll see you later. If I feel there's a reason to go live, I'll go live. I hope you earn money over the weekend. I'll see you around. Thanks for joining in. Any thumbs up, I'll appreciate it. And I will be updating my information. You know, when I go home and eat, I'm going to update that information. Go to MyIncomeJob.com and go to the sidebar, inside a stock market. If you want to learn about the stocks I invest in, and I'm going to go update it. A part of my audience already paid for it. You can have, of course, you have access to it. Give me a little while. I'm going to update it now. I'll see you later. Have a good one, folks. The dip is still on. That's the only reason why I'm out here. The dip is lingering on a little too long. I'll see you soon. Bye.